Hi, Facebook. How's everybody doing today? Amy Flanagan in the house. How are you? So I was going to make this live video just amongst my team page, but I decided, you know what? I'm gonna share this literally business critical information for all of Facebook, for all of the airwaves to hear, because you know what? It really does boil down to this. You can give people the information, you can give them the suggestions, you can tell them literally some things to do, things to think about, how to do it. They write it down, blah, 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 blah. But at the end of the day, if people don't execute, don't implement, don't chew on it, don't take action, then it doesn't matter and it doesn't change anyway. So I figured, you know what? People ask me a lot. How have you sponsored this many people into your business? How do you have 17,000 people? What is it that I could be doing differently? People will say, Amy, will you scroll my Facebook wall? Will you take a look? This is something that I said to the person. Did I scare them? Blah, blah, blah. And I really do feel like I have some secret mojo in this department. And I have some things that I want you guys to think about. I have some examples of aha moments that people in this kind of industry and business have had that have helped them get over the fear of offering this. And it does not matter what you sell. You know, in my business, I have my team begin with a product that is very simple and easy to duplicate to learn how to first share, because we first have to get over the fear of worrying about what other people think, worrying about what our friends think, worry. So we have to get over that fear and learn how to share. So we start with a product that is very, very simple and basic and easy. So I'll have people say to me still to this day, why do you keep talking about toothpaste? So whatever it is in your business, I want you to first identify a product that is very simple that anyone can do, because I'll tell you what, social media, business building, network marketing, sponsoring, having whatever you want to call it. People will say they're having a presentation, a conversation, cold calling, which I won't do, by the way, offering, all that kind of stuff. And there's all these tips circulating and whatnot and wah. But first of all, you have to identify a product that is very easy for anyone to do and use and share, because we're all trying to come across as non-salesy. So write that down in literally Sharpie on your notebook right now, because every word that comes out of your mouth, the goal is to not be salesy. So if you want to just post a picture of a product, post join my team, things like that come across as really yucky, salesy, spammy, and those people that do those things are the ones that struggle. So your goal is to kind of come across as you're just sharing. So just like on Facebook, you totally can share about Bird Box, yo. You could totally share that you loved that movie. You could totally start debates and conversations and memes and all that stuff. You totally can share every time Starbucks comes out with a new drink and you can't wait to show everybody your selfie in the drive-thru with your Starbucks. You can't wait to tell people about this delicious restaurant in your neighborhood and you got to go and you want your friends to go and you put your Sally Sue seal of approval on that. So what we do in this business is absolutely no different from that. So if you are scared, you just need to go, oh my gosh, I am just sharing something that I love. And many of you guys for this, it starts with just sharing and loving the product. That's how I am in network marketing. You can ask any of my friends. You can ask anyone that loves me. I had no interest whatsoever in participating in direct sales. So I was a lot like you guys out there that really felt it was kind of a bad taste in my mouth. I don't understand it. I am not going to go and ask my friends to come and have a party so that I can sell stuff to them. That felt gross. And I tell you, to this day, I still don't roll that way. And in fact, I have friends that will go out to lunch and they'll say, well, why haven't you ever told me about the Lumi Spa? Well, hello, I talk about these things all day long on social media, so I feel like that I utilize this platform to share the things that I love. If my friends and family and whatnot have interest, that's great, but I'm never gonna make my friends feel that. It's not gonna be, and I don't wanna feel gross to myself. I prefer to work with strangers. So step one, if you want to do this and you have 300 friends and you're like, you know what, I feel really embarrassed about what my friends think. And number one, I want you to remember something. People are attracted to people that have work ethic, that have drive, that do scary shit, because those people that are judging you through the Facebook camera don't have the balls to do what you do. Don't see the big picture, the big vision, the big possibility like you do. There's a lot of really small-minded people out there. So you have to you'll hear us say blinders up, head down, focus. You are working on something that is making you feel good, sharing these things with other people, and you want other people to be able to learn about that opportunity as well. So you're just sharing. End of the day, you're just sharing. So anyways, you want to do this. You've got 300 friends. You don't want to come across as salesy. This is my recommendation to you. You need to find new friends. My Facebook is full of strangers that our relationships continue to grow and build and evolve and become quite deep and very heartfelt and connected, because I have a Facebook full of strangers, of people that have similar interests in me, similar vibe, similar energy, similar drive, and that's who's on my Facebook. So if you don't feel that confident when you scroll your Facebook and your chicken because it's all your real life friends, get some new people on your network ASAP, because it is so much easier to share with strangers. And strangers, for some reason, feel you a lot faster because they respect you, they see the drive, they see what you're doing, they see what you're about. And number one tip, when you are building your Facebook with strangers and new faces and new energy, you have to teach them who you are. You are not a walking advertisement. You are not a billboard. You should be the product of your product, yes. You should be integrating that into your posts, yes. But who are you? Who are you? What would make someone trust you on the street? If I were to approach you and walk up to you, what should you tell me? And this is the beauty of social media, is you have a captive audience. Even if you feel like nobody is watching, nobody is liking, and nobody is listening, you are so wrong, girlfriend and dude. They're all watching you. Most people aren't gonna like and comment on a stranger's post because to them that feels weird. But not you, because you're the smart one that's building relationships and you're building your influence and you're building your network. So what you're gonna do, because you're smart, is those strangers, you're gonna start commenting authentically on their posts. So if they are showing a picture at a baseball game and you love baseball, you talk about that. Maybe you love a different team than they do and you share that. Or if they post something about, if they have some sort of engagement post, if they posted that they love a Frappuccino at Starbucks, you go, oh my gosh, I love Starbucks too. I drink Americanos. So you're having just these really light conversations throughout the day with these people, but it is powerful how fast they get to know you. And you get to know them. Because if you comment first and talk to them first and start that relationship first, and they say something back to you or heart you or whatever, you're telling Facebook, I want to see them in my feed and they should see me in their feed too. And it just starts that connection. So you've now built up your audience. You now have more people. You're doing a better job at being the one to comment on their posts, okay? So this is all happening. And number one, if you just started something like this, or if this step is scary to you, the sponsoring, the bringing new people in to your world, you have to have patience. So just because I started a new skin business, I knew right what to do with that audience. And I knew right away. So when I began at Nu Skin, I only had 1,500 people. I now have 5,000. I realized right away that I had a product that was very special. I had a free business and a $20 easily duplicatable business that other people weren't talking about on social media. So I immediately, and I got this tip from a coach mentor from another company, company that I really admired and respected. And I remembered that she had shared this nugget when she launched her business, her new product that she thought that nobody else knew about. She spent hours friend requesting new people and starting those relationships. And as she did that, she integrated her life on social media. She also posted about her product that nobody knew about, and her business became a multi-million dollar empire. So I remembered that nugget when I began mine, and that's what you should think about too as you launch yours. You have something that nobody knows about, and you might, if you're in this business with me already, you might think people know about this. I'm telling you what, they don't. They do not know about this. Anyway, so I remembered what she had said. So I began to share my business along with myself with these new people. I would stay up. So if you want to build something strong and fierce, and you're trying to figure out where the long hours come in and what it is that you should be doing, I would spend my entire evening, instead of watching TV and movies or scrolling Tinder, I worked from 8 p.m. until sometimes 1 o'clock in the morning, having just random comments on other people's posts. And I knew that tomorrow, when I decided to post my coffee drink and that I love rock music and that, oh my gosh, which shoe should I wear, this boot or this heel, those women started to then engage back with me. And so that when I said, I love toothpaste, I freaking love this whitening toothpaste, and I'm gonna push Facebook Live, and I'm gonna tell everybody about it, and I'm gonna talk about smiling, and I'm gonna post about positivity, and I'm gonna be fun, and I'm gonna be energetic, and then I'm gonna say toothpaste, 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 hashtag that anywhere I could on photos of myself at the bottom of maybe a paragraph that had absolutely nothing to do with toothpaste in that post, but I said hashtag toothpaste boss. That subliminal message of toothpaste was being burned, baby, burned into people's brains all the time. And so for many of you guys that have been watching me just build this ginormous empire, you can relate that every time you opened your Facebook, there was Amy Flanagan. She commented on my post. You guys, that is all intentional. So if you're building a network marketing empire and you're not getting that kind of engagement, or you're not getting those orders or those signups coming to you on your own, what you're not doing is taking chunks of time and being social and commenting on others' posts. So many people hope that they're gonna have a dream post, they're gonna say the best thing, they're gonna be so funny, they're gonna be so beautiful, that the people just pant and they come to them. That's not how it works. The majority of the people that have the influence on Facebook and Instagram are the ones that did the commenting and began the engagement first. So chew on that for a minute. So that's one tip. Oh my God, what should I be doing? I want some more people. You need to first be nice to people. Oh my gosh, comment on them. Tell that woman how beautiful she is. Post about her or him on your Facebook. Have you guys noticed how I will shout out strangers in my Facebook community that I admire? I'm not doing that because I don't like them. I'm not doing that because I hope that they'll sign up to sell toothpaste. I'm doing that because I genuinely like people and I'm genuinely sharing what I admire about them. What does that do? It brings other eyes to my Facebook wall, and other people that are feeling me, feeling my vibe, might want to have a toothpaste business or might just want to be my Facebook friend, start to follow my journey. Okay, so hopefully some of these things are hitting some of you guys. I'm not even reading comments. In fact, I slid them across because I just want to get all of this stuff out. So that's step one. So write down however much time you're going to commit to every day. This is the thing though, it can't be once a week, it has to be every day. So if you only have 10 minutes to do that, pencil in the 10 minutes. If you can give it 30 minutes, do that. But this seriously drives results and makes change. Okay, so write that down. You should all, do you have a list of names? Do you have your dream team list? Do you? So people that are in your Facebook community, people that are in your life, and I'm not saying you're gonna start targeting these people, But make a list of the ones that you really feel like, oh my God, if they signed up with me, I would literally do jumping jacks and flips, and I would freak out if they said yes. Because that dream team is literally the place where you start. So those are the ones. Tracy Palo, we love how you say you drip. Begin dripping on the people. And dripping means we're not kissing butt here. We're just trying to build connections with strangers. So those are the people that you start with. And a lot of people in network marketing will give you cues. They will give you, it's like a game of tennis. You throw the ball, and then if they hit it back, if you say something and they respond, you just keep doing it. If they don't, then you move on to someone new. If you start kind of having conversations with people and they never say anything back to you authentically and genuinely, and it's, you know what I mean, then just get rid of them. Because if you want somebody like you got to look for those people. If these people do not talk, these people are also not gonna share. So you might be looking at someone and going, oh man, she's got the best smile. Her photos are so awesome. People like them. But if she doesn't have conversations happening in some way on her wall, she's just a stalker, and she's going to be somebody that's going to be really, really, really hard for you to build an outgoing social business, because your business is social. It's customer service. So a lot of people want to make money doing this, but they cannot seriously take a step back and not blame the industry and not blame the company and the product. They have to take a second and say, do I enjoy serving people? Can I be a servant leader? Because all of this, you start out first by serving customers, and then step two, your business switches. It's very interesting. Midway through your ladder of success, something switches, and you don't spend as much time selling as you do uplifting and motivating and sharing ideas with your team. So if you can't envision a life of that, then you probably aren't going to be one of the top leaders yet. I said yet, not never. I said yet. You have to have realistic expectations. If you enjoy helping people and you think that you could learn social media customer service, that's how you begin a distributor. So you have to have realistic expectations that you're going to make somewhere between $200 to $500 a month in any company that you begin, because you're starting at the very baseline. You want to do this, but you have to learn. So what that's going to mean is your pace is going to be different and your timeline is going to be different. It took me 4 years to hit the top of a company because I had exquisite customer service skills, but I had to learn how to be confident on Facebook, not worry what other people thought, execute my own ideas, and not feel like I had to copy others. And so it takes time. So I did become a top leader within a company, but it took time. Some people just get this stuff right away. They've done it before. It's a new product. They know right what to do with it, and they can skyrocket faster. Other people, just like any business that you start from scratch, you have to realize that it's going to take time. And if you've never led people before, that's quite the switch to flip. Right? So that you have to learn at the pace that the journey takes you. And even if you've led people in another type of business before, maybe you were a manager at a restaurant. This is a little different. You've still got to use those leadership skills that you have, but learning how to motivate and excite people that could, quite frankly, just sit on their couch and not work today. That looks a little bit differently than when you have people that report to you to work and you're just monitoring their productivity with your own two eyes. So anyways, we have to be realistic. Okay, when you're sharing your business opportunity publicly, again, never use those words, join my team, because that comes across as this is more about you and not about them, not about the person that you're hoping to help with this start a new business of their own. You know you have the best opportunity. You know that your compensation plan is the best. You know that your product is the best, but you just don't want to use those words. Those words will scare most people off. Those words do not bring them to you. It's sharing the things that you love most about the business, starting with the heart. It's not about the money. Isn't that interesting? The ones that make the most money realize that it's about person-to-person connections. It's about a community. It's about having a platform where people feel supported. They feel a part of something. They feel like a part of the group. We've all wanted to be a part of a group since birth. We all want to fit somewhere. Many of you guys can sit there and say, oh no, not me. I'm an individual. I don't care what anyone thinks. I don't need to fit. Bullshit. We all want to belong to something. And so that's why so many people love this, because you have this community of people that are driven, that are trying scary things, that want to learn new things, and they want to be surrounded by the best possible people, period. We are the sum of the 5 people that we choose to be around. Not the ones that we're around at work, not even the ones that were maybe in our family life, you know what I mean? It's the ones that we choose. So people like stuff like this because they are surrounded by a better group of people that kind of make them want to jump out of bed. And that's exciting when you're surrounded by people that make you feel that way. And oftentimes our friends that we've had for years and years and years don't make us feel that way. We have a different connection, but that drive and that motivation and that, I want something more, we get from others that are in that same vibe. That's what I love. These people make me want to dive out of my bed to serve them. What is it that I can say today to help them make money, and to help them feel confident, and that they're moving their needle forward. So anyways, things that you can share. So for example, in my business, we love that we can share that our opportunity is free, that all you need is your cell phone, that we provide an app for you and there's no fees, there's no kit, there's nothing. There isn't even a way that you have to do this, and that's very special. A lot of companies have steps in a certain way that you have to do it, and a lot of people don't feel comfortable. A lot of people don't feel comfortable having a Facebook party, having a house party right away, signing up for a vendor event right away, ordering 30 of the product, spending $600 to $1,000. A lot of people just don't want to do that. So that's been the beauty of my business. So I share my heartfelt connections, why I love the business, the people that I love most, and then after that I share the perks as to why my business I feel is special. Money is actually the very, very, very smallest piece of the things that I share. So for those of you that feel like you have to share an extravagant lifestyle, oh my God, I've made all this money, oh my God, I've done all these things. If you can ask anyone in the 2 teams that I have built, if they started this business solely because of money, nope. It wasn't. It was the friendships. It was that. So really share those heartfelt moments that you feel from your business and your company, and that will attract. And you know, in network marketing, 70% of the community, the people that are out there hustling, are women. So women lead their lives, you guys, with their heart. So you have to speak heart if you want to attract that kick-ass rock star woman, right? So anyways, hopefully, okay, I got more. Are you excited? There's more. Oh, let's see. Okay, this is if you need steps, these are the steps to sponsor. You cannot start a business and start talking about the opportunity right away. You cannot start a conversation trying to recruit someone. So for you little folks out there that like to send cut and paste messages to people's inboxes, I need for you to write on your paper right now in black Sharpie, stop it. Stop it. No one will ever listen to you or even order from you when you do that, because it's coming across as all about you, it's coming across desperate, and it's coming across spammy. They don't even know who you are. I have people send me those messages, and even though I get this hustle and I know what you're trying to communicate to me, I oftentimes just unfollow you. because that's not what you want to do. You don't want to come across as spammy. So what you want to do is you always have to start your business with your product. So you're sharing about your own life on Facebook, but then you integrate that one product. And in my opinion, I've done this twice. I've built 2 empires. This one hit the top of our company. You start with one product. What are you going to be known for? And what are you going to shout to attract? Because you're trying to be a magnet. So you've got to share something that stands out. Simple. Easy. So if you signed up to sell makeup, pick one piece of makeup that you feel is different. You feel is not already being squeaked and squawked on the airwaves. If you signed up for a skincare company, don't just start sharing the skincare. Pick one thing. And you do it over and you do it over and you do it over until you've collected even 10, 15, 20 orders. With toothpaste, we collect 30, 40, 50 orders. I mean, it's crazy when someone launches. But anyway, pick one thing, and that's what you talk about. Whatever, because usually 2 things brought someone into a network marketing company. The number one thing that brought somebody in was that person. They admire that person, their hustle, their drive, their work ethic, their vibe, and the product is actually secondary. So they were interested and attracted to you. The product was the reason for them to say yes, okay? So they saw the opportunity first from you, and then they're like, let me try this product, and then they fell in love with that, and those 2 things, that recipe right there builds the business. So anyway, share one thing and focus on that for a while. And then what you do, so you share the product, you fulfill the orders, easy, well duh, yeah, we get that. Step 3, when you're doing follow-ups, you've got to do that. So if you have 10 new customers and you just launched a new business, you take time and you pencil this piece of the work, this piece of the business is what makes things happen. If you aren't doing this, and if you won't do this, it's not going to move forward. It's going to go slower than snot. You have to follow up with people and find out who the lovers are. So, hey, Sally, thank you so much for, trying my toothpaste. What's your thoughts? Are you seeing some results? Talk to me. And voice message is always preferred to me because, again, you're trying to provide customer service. You're trying to stand out against Amazon. Ain't nobody from Amazon calling anybody to follow up with the product. They take your money and they move on. But you are different. You're a network marketer. So you check in. Hey, what are your thoughts? And the ones that love it, that respond with some kind of positive, you say, hey, Sally, would you be willing to post on my behalf on your Facebook wall? Sally sometimes will ignore you, and that's normal. That is sales, sweetheart. That's sales. She'll ghost you. Sometimes she'll say yes, and then you give her a post and she posts about it, and then you fulfill that next batch of new customers, new orders, new contacts, new friends. And then sometimes Sally says yes, but then she doesn't respond, and then so you kind of let Sally go and you just move on to the next person. So once you get that referral post, if you're somebody that is before that afraid to offer opportunity, that's where you do it. That's the next step. Once Sally posts and she is able to see from her own eyes that this product sells to even a couple of people, that's when you then deliver her with a voice message. Sally, oh my gosh, isn't this crazy? People are loving this product. I appreciate your support so much. Hey, if you have interest in making $10, $15, $20, whatever your product value, the commission is. Hey, if you're interested in making $20 per tube, per jar of this stuff, oh my gosh, let me know. It's free business. So you just kind of share, easy breezy, take it or leave it. I've been in sales my whole life, started out as a young 18-year-old. I always found that approach to work the best, where you could really care less if Sally says yes. You're just throwing it out there. And then when Sally chews on it in some way, some people right away, you'll feel it because she'll go, she'll respond in some way, like she'll either no thanks, oh no, you go ahead, thank you. Or she'll go, really? Well, why don't you tell me more about this? And so once you get some kind of a little bit of a chew on your hook, that's when you give her just a little more. This is the big mistake that people make, is this step right here. People barf out everything about their business, everything, all the details, all the work, what you got to do, all the steps, what you could make if you had, and we're sponsoring and we're bringing in people. No. Back it up, back it up. Sally has never done this before. Sally sees that there's product that sells on her page and she has interest, but Sally is not ready to hear all of that. That's the biggest mistake. Pick something simple. And as Sally, remember, it's a game of tennis, back and forth. As Sally asks a little bit more, you give her just a little bit more. And you share with her how excited you are for her. If she's done this before, Sally's gonna go in for the kill, and she's gonna ask you all the details. She'll know the specific questions to ask you, and that's when you share that stuff, or partner with your leader if you don't know how to answer those questions. So those heavy hitter people don't come across very often. So when you get those conversations, that's what the beauty of social media is. You can get back to her and find out the answer, or get a third person to help. You don't have to respond right away like when you're talking to somebody face to face. I love that aspect. When I was learning this Nu Skin business, I did not know an answer to anyone's questions. All I knew was I was excited, and I knew I made $10 a tube off of my own product sales, and that was enough. And that's what I shared with people over and over and over. Just that simple step. So how did I sponsor 200 people? I did that. I shared the product. I then got the product into their hand. I sent it to them. I followed up to find my levers. I got that referral post. I shared the business opportunity, all while commenting on people's posts on Facebook, all while continuing to post about who Amy Flanagan is on Facebook, all while posting every day about something that had to do about toothpaste. And people just keep coming. That's all you have to do. If you're one that it's hard to bring up the conversation, figure out how to begin. If you're somebody that doesn't have time to put on a hotel presentation or meet people at a coffee shop and make marketing and try to do all this and that, if you don't have time to do that, it's okay. Because you can use Facebook to do all of that for you through your posts and through the commenting on other people's posts. Okay. Oh, and then to wrap this up, I have so much more. I actually have an hour-long video in my team page of all of the different ways to sponsor without even saying anything to the person directly. So maybe I'll keep sharing these topics publicly so you guys can learn more and more and more. But I have 2 examples of why this is so important to do. So 2 last little nuggets to leave you with. You guys know that I was with a makeup company prior to this, and one of the tippity top ladies in that business posted something last week. I shared it with my team, and this is such a huge example. She, and this woman, mind you, has made hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars, and have made people above her hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. So that gal had never done network marketing before. And she said she had so many friends in her direct circle and so many friends in her Facebook community that had never asked her. And she said, other than at my previous company, somebody within that company offered the business to her after she tried the product and loved it. So a lot of you guys right there, chew on that for just a second. And she had tried many different other products and loved many other product lines. And she just kind of took a step back that day and posted about that had any of those other people done the follow-up and the check-in, asked for the post, and she could have seen that product sell, she may have been involved in a completely different company and making herself and someone else hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. And you have those customers in your networks, you have them on your Facebooks, you have them that you have already sold to. So you don't go back and start with the trying to get them to join the business. You just take some time and you go back and you try to see if they would give you a referral. Because referrals, I don't care what you're selling, whether you sell homes, cars, I don't care what. You need those referrals. You need people to know that you're a pleasure to work with. And that is the biggest piece to selling and business is those referrals, truly. So anyway, so you just go back and you start there. If you failed to deliver in that aspect, just go back, and sometimes you can't even go back to the very start. You don't know where you left off. Pick somewhere. You see those posts that say, just start. That's it, just start. If you have forgotten to do that, just find a chunk of people that you know were customers and you start there. And you see a total shift in your business. You'll see new light, new orders, new people start. And once you get that momentum going, you guys, that's the difference between those that stay as a salesperson or those that feel that fire and they build it and they keep going. And then before you know it, you could have a network marketing business where you too are doing that full time. You've hit the top, you've learned the journey, learned the whole thing. It takes time, but it takes you and it takes action. So I know that you're always hoping that you're gonna have like the best post, somebody's gonna serve you with the best picture to post and the best example, and everything's gonna change. Where it changes is in the follow-up. So start there today or tomorrow, put it on your calendar. If you don't write when down and you just kind of do it on the fly, your results are going to be just kind of on the fly as well. So anyway, last thing to tell you, and then I'm going to wrap this up. I have one other example as to why some of these things really do work if you do them. So I had a business partner who watched one of my videos. I talked about that I will thank people for liking or commenting on my posts. I'll send them a message and I'll go, oh, thank you so much. And not just business posts. So if I like something that they said, I'll take it back into Messenger and I'll thank them, or I'll tell them that I'm so glad that they agree from my side or that they see things from my point of view. I'll just somehow kind of try to comment. And so my business partner, Tiffany, did that on one of her business posts. She took an afternoon and thanked each person for liking the post and asked them if they had any interest in trying her product. Well, meanwhile, Erin, one of her now new teammates, was somebody just a follower on Instagram, just a follower. And so Erin was so delighted that Tiffany sent that message. She tried the product. Then what did Tiffany do? She went through the steps. The next week she followed up, and then she offered the referral post, and then she offered the business. I literally, you guys, last week when Erin shared this with me, Erin's been in our business now for quite some time. Erin's number one thing that she loves the most about our business is the team and the friendships. And that is what she was looking for the most. And she was so happy that day that Tiffany, somebody that she admired on Facebook, somebody that she had been watching and really was just pumped up by, Tiffany sent her a message. I don't think some of you guys realize literally the movie stars, the rock stars, the superheroes that you are. And when you send somebody a message, they are like, oh my God, because who does that? The only people that do that are the disgusting weirdo dudes that are trying to like say weird stuff to you. Nobody else does that. So when you go into Messenger and you thank somebody for supporting you and giving you courage, that speaks to the heart. And so now we have this beautiful person, Erin, who I was on a conversation with her, a Zoom call, because she is afraid to sponsor just like you, or it's very hard to do. We had this conversation and I said, Erin, that is what you can give to other people. What Tiffany did for you is where you start. So now you start tomorrow and you start thanking people in private messenger, and that's your beginning. So she found her new beginning. She found she found the connection and what made it feel easier and not icky for her, because she remembered her why. She remembered what made her start, and then the cycle just continues on. This is my most favorite business ever. The conversations that I have with people, the inspiration, the collaboration is not like anything I've ever done before. So, and it's allowed me the flexibility to raise my family, go like this through life. I weave. I posted that on a post that my business, I weave all day long. I weave it in, I weave it out, I weave it in, I go to the doctor, I weave it in, I go to the gas station, I weave it in, I have a conversation with somebody, I do a follow-up, I've got a journal that has names in categories. People that bought product, people that I haven't yet asked for a referral post, people that did the referral post that I still need to offer opportunity, people that had interest in opportunity down the road last year, but never said anything. So then I'm gonna say something to them this year, because remember, when it's not always the right time right now for people, but you never know a year or 6 months or 3 months down the road, it might be the right time then. Things may have changed. They might need money. They might have had a relationship that got in the way that now they couldn't do it, but now they can. A lot changes. So by just reaching out, not saying, hey, do you want to join my business? No. But hey, Sally, how's it going? I just want to tell you I haven't heard from you for a while and just wanted to see how life's going. And let Sally throw up on you what she wants to tell you, and then you know if it's appropriate to, interject this or if you wait. A lot of this is just wait, and you talk, and you wait, and you just keep saying out loud to the universe and God the things that you're hoping, the people that you want. Some of you guys, I wake up in the morning, and after I say goodbye to my family, and I say some of your names out loud. So be careful, because the universe might figure out a way for you and I to magnetic together. So with that said, I hope this helped you guys. Have a good afternoon. I will be going back through the comments. So any questions, any things you want to tell me, anything that you want me to respond back to, take a moment, drop that in, and I'll come back in just a little bit and reply to those questions. Okay, you guys, have a great afternoon. Keep on hustling. Keep that dream alive. Every year, something different happens when you just keep going, okay? Bye.